Hi there, Antoaneta. This is your Tree of Life communicating with you here, and got some few pains to point out that are bugging me a bit as my experience within you. And it is interesting because primarily they have got to do with the perceived need to keep yourself preoccupied and to keep yourself busy. There has been a particular specific experience within yourself that has chased you in a certain way throughout your life experience. Since you were 7, 8 years old, and if a specific event took place, and that one event, that one moment in which you observed a situation unfolding, it changed your view of human beings, and it changed your view of this world and this reality. And you in that moment had a experience inside yourself which was like a form of horrified realization, meaning that event shook you and your entire being within yourself to the core, and you actually realized, fuck, I am in this world, look at how it is and what it is, and I cannot get out of it. I am here. And the only way you could suppress that realization within yourself that you in that moment had of human beings in this world was to run away from it. Try and hide it, suppress it inside yourself. But you've always been aware of this something almost wanting to claw out inside of you, and that all that you've ever done is just hide it, suppress it, keep it locked away. And what that manifested is that chasing experience, is that something is chasing you inside yourself, and what that manifested is you wanting to keep yourself busy and preoccupied at all times, all the time. It's like an example, for instance, a being hears of a death of a very close being that had been in their world. For instance, a being's dog that dies, and there's just kind of a silence within the being because they, for instance, never considered death before, and they in that moment realize what and how death exists, and ask themselves the question, but why does it exist? Why does it have to be this way? What is death? And all those experiences of emotions and feelings and confusion comes up. But within that also the realization of what we have accepted and allowed to exist within this reality for death to exist. And instead of facing that point within themselves, what they'll do is keep themselves as busy as possible and do everything, anything, all the time, anytime, to not have to look at that moment again. So you have to look within your reality and in your world at such moments and events that it occurred, where you had a realization of what we have actually done in this reality, what we have accepted and allowed, and within that the experience inside of you, but oh my God, what can I do? I'm stuck in this world. Because then you believed that you as a child or as a young person couldn't make any difference in this world. There was nothing you could do. There was nothing for you to do. And all you could do was hide from the understanding of yourself, of human beings, and of this world. Because as a child you had fascinating insights, fascinating perspectives, much common sense, but you hid that and suppressed that from yourself for a very, very long time. And it's still here, but you've just denied that part of you that is here in such an expression. Excuse the dogs, we're on a farm, so there's many dogs outside, but you're still able to hear my words, which is the important point. Okay, so go and observe those points, those realizations, and why you accepted and allowed yourself to suppress them. If you actually really self-honestly look, it's because of fear. Fear from the perspective of thinking or believing that you're always alone. And that's still fucking with you, that perception and idea of aloneness. Not realizing that alone is all one here. Alright. So we'll be taking this point further in the self-assistance thread. If you need any more perspectives or points, we'll continue discussing this within the self-assistance thread. And you know what's cool about the dogs barking? If there's any reactions coming up, self-forgiveness. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Bye.